If you do go on to enjoy today's video, do me a favour and hit that like button and of course subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. And if you want to avoid the random lottery that is FIFA points, you can go straight to the source with u7buy.com. And of course you can use the code TVM at the checkout to get yourself a discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the road to glory. Today I wasn't going to move the mic down. I wasn't going to actually make a video, Road to Glory wise. I was going to do some sort of weird player review, just waiting for upgrades to come, and then at 6 o'clock I was going to do content and probably do a review after that, and I was going to leave Road to Glory for today. But there's this draft thing. I'm not sure if it's been patched yet. Probably no in EA. They patched it about 4 minutes after it came out. But what we're going to do, going to jump into a draft. Basically, apparently you get loads of icons. Well, I'm going to take the 4-1-2-2 wide. I wanted the narrow, but we'll take it. Like I said, it's probably been patched now, and it was probably never a thing on PC. Then again, maybe not. So we'll take 95 Maradona, and we'll go forward with it. I just wanted to get it done while we could. Oh my god. What do you take there? Pele or Ronaldo? Pele. I mean, sorry, Pele and Maradona in the same draft. I think I might take, oh my days, Butragueno. If that isn't the scariest attack in FIFA, I don't know what is. That is immense. So yeah, glad I did this. You're not going to get icons every single time. Oh, we did there with Fabinho. Jokes. I'll take Matuidi there, actually. I was a bit stupid. Why not take Fernandinho or take Fabinho? But I really do like Matuidi in this game, so we'll take Matuidi. Let's go for the left side. Probably get a pop mark over Mars. Nope, not going to get anything like that. We will take Servi for the pace and his dribbling ability. The right side. Let's get ourselves... Do I go JJ or do I go Jaden? I'm going to go Sancho. Not that it's going to be easy to link unless we can still pop these icons out, you know? We're not doing it, are we? We're not getting it. We're going to have to go with Trent because... there ain't no other option there. People are going to tell me, you've got all these icons, you still can't draft. Yeah, probably not, but hey-ho, never mind. Alright, well, there's no Argentinian option there, so do I go for Robertson and try and link him across the back with Premier League players and then try and replace Matuidi in the reserves and the subs? Or do I go with Alex Telles, who does get a link to Servi, and then try and do that from there? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go for the centre-back. Well, I mean, the game hates me, doesn't it? Let's be honest. I mean, I don't care in this situation. Let's pick the one with the lowest pace. I just don't care about any silver. I'm not sure anybody ever does. Right, so we do get ourselves Rio, Cannavaro, Baresi, who is the highest rated but is apparently bad. Carlos Puyol, who I would imagine is good, but doesn't quite have the pace of someone like Rio Ferdinand. So I will take Rio, despite the fact that he's the lowest rated. And we'll whack him over there. Gets nice links. Can we get ourselves Edwin van der Sar? No, we cannot. Have I... I mean... I'm thinking I'm going to take Benitez. And I'll tell you for why. Because, well, then again, if I just take Areola... Now, I'll take Benitez. Basically, reason being is because if I can get like a Marquinhos or Thiago Silva there, links in Telles, and then we can move and put someone different there. But that is, like, 4 times the amount of icons I normally get in a draft, because the draft hates me. I never get icons in draft. Figo or Overmars are the only times I ever pull them. So here we have Jadon Sancho over on that right-hand side. I could go for someone like Mahrez, who I actually would probably prefer. We still don't get links. Could go for him, who would get a soft link, or I could go for Gerard Moreno, who I just really don't care about. Let me take Mahrez. I'm going to put Mahrez in instead of Jadon Sancho for right now. It's the same links, but I just prefer Mahrez in this game. I've seen people do drafts and literally have 13, 14 icons, and here's me with 4. Okay, don't get me wrong, 3 of the best at the top there. I mean, I literally couldn't have hand-picked better. But still, Thiago. Nah, I don't really care about Thiago. Don't really care about Jordi Alba. Do I just take Hazard because we know Hazard? And he's the better, technically speaking, he is the better left-sided player. If we'd end up getting better defenders then. Ooh, never mind. Oh, Stoich. Oh, now what do I do? Do I go for Hudson-Odoi, who I don't think has... Yeah, composure and reactions on him are terrible. But if my theory stands true, then his agility and his dribbling and his pace should make up for it. It shouldn't make a blind bit of difference. But then again, Stoichkov is like one of the best cards in the game. So I think I'm going to take Stoichkov. And we get links for days as well. So there we go. And it's an icon, so we might as well do it. Let's keep going. Keep plugging away with these icons, please. EA, no. I'll probably take Ronaldo. Actually, if I take Ronaldo, I could play him instead of Stoichkov and then maybe just bring Stoichkov on as a sub. Should we do that instead? And we get a link to Matuidi then as well. I'm not going to replace Butragueno or Pele with Mbappe, am I? Let's be honest with each other. João Cancelo is irrelevant. Aspili Willy is also irrelevant. So is Cuadrado. Let's take Ronaldo. Let's do this for now. We do get... I mean, if I keep Stoichkov in, I do still get that link to Alex Telles. But, you know, just for the purpose of having great cards. I mean, does it matter, really? I'll take Montoya, I think, purely because we can put him in at left back. If we really want Chem. I'm past the point of caring about Chem though, since I've did that little sort of Chem experiment. I really don't care. I'm going to take Moore because he's a usable centre back and we can replace that Silva finally. We do still get a link into Telles. Matuidi, everyone in fact is on full Chem now, apart from Alex Telles at left back and Mahrez at right mid. But we have plenty of time to pack Figo. I don't want Figo, but it's inevitable that I'm going to get Figo. I don't think it matters there. We'll just take whatever. Let's go for the goalkeeper because we can literally pick any goalkeeper we want now. I will go for David De Gea. There we go. Happy days. And now it's just a case of can we get another icon before it finishes? Never mind. Let's take Kante. Don't care. Don't care if it doesn't work. I want Kante in that team. I will put Stoichkov over here if necessary to get everyone on full Chem. Not that I care about Chem, but there we go. For people who like Chem, we now have full Chem. I mean, I'm going to get knocked out first round, but that team is immense. Absolutely insane. Oh, now what do I do? Tonali in there as well. Oh, see, if I had the 4-1-2-2 narrow, oh, this would be sexy, but I don't. So, do I take Gattuso, who I'm not going to play? Or do I take Tonali? Who I could bring him off the bench. Let's take Tonali. Bring him off the bench. I would like a right back, but we're not going to get one at this point. I'm tempted by Messi, but to be honest, I really do like that Insigne card. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, "What are you doing? Take Messi. Be on full Chem, and you could play. Yeah, you're right. Let's take Messi. Oh, I can't believe he nearly made that mistake. Oh, but now Kante's not on full Chem. Oh no. Never mind. Doesn't matter. We'll put Mahrez back in. We'll bring Messi on as a sub. And our final player is going to be Tomori, who I think will play instead. Messi's not on full Chem there, right? Which, okay, unfortunate. But I think I prefer that because, A, Moore is not that great. He's got an anchor on him, to be fair, but he's still not that great. I prefer that team that I've got than the other team that I had. I mean, yeah, okay, we're not playing Ronaldo. We're going to have to bring him on as a super sub, but not really that bothered. I mean, how is that a 189? Is it Trent letting the side down? It has to be, right? That's mad if that's a 190. Well, you know, it's a bit grim, but yeah, whatever. It is what it is. I don't really care about rating too much, but like I've had teams that have been 189 touching 190 and they've not had 295 395 rated players in them, you know. Anyway, let's pick our manager. And I mean, who's off Chem? Messi, right? So any La Liga about? Is he La Liga? No. And we don't have. Oh, there's an Argentinian, right? I'm going to take the Argentinian fella to give Messi 7 Chem because obviously he's a right wing, not a right mid. And there we go. Top players, apparently, right? Messi, yeah, fair enough. Maradona, yeah, fair enough. De Gea. I mean, you know, it's not like I've got like 4 or 5 other players in the starting 11 alone that are higher rated than him. But hey, it doesn't matter. Right, so that is the team that we're going to go into the draft with. I tell you what, right? even though it's upgrade season and we're going to start to get a lot of stuff, if this continues and this is a thing, I am more than happy to keep rinsing draft. I know I'm not good enough to rinse draft profitably, if that's even a word, but it's going to be fun to play with Maradona. To play with Pele is a cheat code in this game. You know, my defense is insane. I have that Kante. Okay, it's not team of the year, but still. Trent isn't team of the year either, but still, it's okay. That team is immense. I honestly, right, if I was to hand pick a team, my front three would probably be the same. I can't think of another player that I'd rather have up top other than Butragueño and Pele. Honestly, that's the dream combo. And Stoichkov on the left is insane. Maradona I haven't played with yet, but I'm sure is fantastic. And I know how good Messi is. And I love Kante. And literally the weakest link there is Trent. But apart from that, absolutely insane. I could even sub Tonali on instead of Trent in the very beginning of the game and just do that. But hey, we'll see what happens. Let's get into the gameplay. So there's quite a few clips to get through here. Spoiler alert, I didn't get knocked out in the first round. Wait, I'm a bit surprised actually about the sheer number of people I was coming up against that didn't have like 4 or 5 icons. This guy had one, Zidane, who, by the way, sent me on tilt. I've actually lost my voice. I wasn't recording the audio, but I've still nearly lost my voice. I don't think I've shouted at FIFA 20 as much as I have done in that session. I got very angry, I was livid, and I was winning games, and I was still annoyed. Are video games meant to do that? I'm not sure. I've played other games that have got me frustrated and like, you know, I've shouted like, oh, that's bullshit or whatever. But nothing like this game. Like FIFA in general. He's done it to me ever since I was a kid. FIFA 96, I remember playing that more than any other FIFA ever. And I remember shouting at the computer because I was like, I conceded a goal and I didn't think it deserved to go in or blah, blah, blah. When you watch a gameplay back, you kind of get a little bit more of an understanding of what went wrong. But most of the time, the heat of the moment in FIFA is actually the accurate representation of what happened. So, for instance, passes, they just don't go the way you want them to go. And I went a goal up in this game. And as soon as I scored, I couldn't touch the ball. My passes were going all over the place. That goal was the most annoying goal I think I've ever conceded. Because his Zidane was absolutely nowhere near it. I was controlling Ferdinand and I knew what he wanted to do. It was the only logical thing he could do. That was a foul in my opinion. That's why I put that in there. So I went to block the pass in lane. And I did it well. And unfortunately, the game decided that because Zidane is 96 rated, he's too good to not get on the end of it, and it pushed him in front of Ferdinand. It stopped Ferdinand moving, despite the fact that I was moving him. It was really annoying, and you can say that I'm talking nonsense if you want, and I'm just angry because I conceded, but I went on to win this game, and as soon as he scored, it went back to being normal, and I was on top, and it was comfortable, and in the end, we managed to score with Hazard off the bench. But that goal that he scored was... It wasn't against the run of play because he had most of the ball at that point because I'd scored and I couldn't touch it. But it was just a goal that I think if he had any other player there, say for instance he had Frankie de Jong running in instead of Zidane, he would not have scored that goal because the game would have determined that Ferdinand was the better player and he would have cleared it. I genuinely think that that's a thing. Maradona, by the way, let's talk about him. Amazing. Maradona was the best player in this team by far. Butragueño was decent, but he lacked, he lacked something. I'll tell you what, having Pele, Butragueño and Maradona as your front three is, it's scary. It's very frightening. However, something that I hadn't really anticipated until I went into the game. If you come up against someone like Van Dijk, you're going to have problems because you have absolutely no strength there whatsoever. So if you're running at the defence and you have to go shoulder to shoulder, you're going to lose because you just don't have any muscle there at all. I was having to bring on Ronaldo and push Butragueño out to the left-hand side so that I had someone up there who had some shoulders. Like that's how weak it was. But no, in general, there I could have played through. I think it was Pele on the outside. And I made a bit of a mistake. Luckily, we didn't pay the price for it because Butragueño gets in here and scores. The team in general was fantastic. Alex Telles at left back was one of my favourite players. Maradona head and shoulders, not quite literally, but head and shoulders above everybody else. And then Alex Telles was just amazing. He did miss a penalty for me. And the reason I put him on it and not anybody else is because he's got like 99 penalties. And it didn't matter if I had Maradona, Pele or anyone on it. I still would have missed the penalty at the very beginning. Here's Pele in on goal. I don't know. I think, no, actually I'm lying. I was going to say I don't know if Pele even scored. He scored 1 goal. I think that's in the next game. That's a goal, believe it or not. I thought he missed, to be honest, but the ball went through the net. So there we go. In the end, I managed. I mean, these are just poor efforts, and I feel like the game was screwing me here. And I say this all the time, but 2 efforts on goal there, and they literally just dribbled toward the goalkeeper, despite the fact that I'm putting quite a lot of power on them, and I'm trying to hit them into the roof of the net. We actually gone to win this game 4-1. But how I can play in a draft, like Rivals doesn't do this to me, because like I said, I always say this, I don't care if I lose in Rivals, I just have to play another game, it is what it is. It's one of the reasons why I don't like Foot Champs, and I hate the draft more than I hate Foot Champs. At least in Foot Champs, I've lost one, but I still get to play again and try and recoup some of it, you know? I felt sorry for that guy, because that guy's team, absolutely nowhere near the standard of the team that I managed to build. I'm sure people are still criticising my drafting skills, even though we're on 100 chem for everyone, but still, it is what it is. Maradona in there maybe should have done a little bit better. Valiant defending. The goal Ronaldo scores in this game, by the way, he kind of gifts it to me, but on the other hand, it's an amazing goal. That is a red card all day long, and he gets booked. And I didn't include it. I did write it down, but I didn't include it. Laporte actually commits a foul later on in the game. Look, he's last man. He's last man, and I'm last man. I'm through on goal. That is denying a goal-scoring opportunity if ever I've seen one. It has to be a red card. This is the goal in question. Ball played over, keeper gets it, nods it down, and he gets it. But like 1 touch, 2 touch, and then lob. And he's not even facing the goal when he kicks it, and somehow it goes in. Ronaldo is that magic. But still, the rage quit came soon after, and we were into the final. That guy dominated possession again. As soon as he wasn't even a good player, like the other two were far better than this guy, and they had better teams as well. This is the best team we came up against, and it just so happened that this was the guy that was going to knock me out. I didn't play the full game. In fact, I don't think I played past 25 minutes. He scored one with Ronaldo on the turn. He was all over me from start to finish, and then bang, 24 minutes, and I left because I just wasn't good enough. Unfortunately, that guy was just better than me. He had a better team. And there was nothing I could do about it. The formation wasn't my friend. The wide players, Messi and Stoichkov in particular, honestly, he may as well not have been on the pitch half the time. I just didn't see him there. It was a little bit horrendous, his positioning and everything, because of the formation. Had that been a narrow formation, I probably would have stayed the entire game. I probably still would have lost, but I would have stayed as much as I could have done, and I would have battled my way back into it. I would argue that in draft, you should be able to just choose and pick and switch your formations whenever you want, but you still have to draft the players, because half the time they just don't give you usable formations, the drafts that I've gone in anyway. I'm not very good at the draft, but I enjoy building the teams. I just hate playing the game in draft. I much prefer to go play Rivals, or I would actually prefer to play Weekend League, as I say. But it is what it is. We're going to get to claim semi-final rewards, 2-1, 4-1, 2-0, and like I said, I left that game as soon as he scored that goal. I was like, well, there's no point wasting my time here. I might as well just give in and let him have it. I barely touched the ball. I just couldn't get out of my own half, so I wasn't going to waste my time. And here we go. We get a premium gold players pack, which is a very weird design. So 25k pack and a gold players pack, so not the best in terms of rewards. Let me not open this pack because it's going to say I've got items to deal with. Basically, I've got a player pick. I had a cardie yesterday, duplicate, untradeable, and I thought there's nothing there I want to do. I'm not doing something for the sake of it and wasting all my other cards, because I'm kind of hoping EA drops some sort of icon SBC today, not necessarily for a specific player, but if they can drop an icon SBC for like a prime icon or even a moments icon player pick, that would be fantastic. I don't see them doing that, but if they could drop an icon SBC, I think I will indulge in that, and of course we'll probably take the next one in terms of icon swaps as well. But I put Icardi into this because I wasn't going to do any other SBC. I just didn't see the point. So let's open it. Well, take the comp. Very happy about it. What a pick that is. Very happy about that. Let me open a bronze pack, not to ruin the experience, because it's going to lag. I can feel it. I don't know what it is either. I really do need to... Now, why? Why does it do it? I don't know. I don't know. I've got more RAM than I know what to do with. I've got more RAM than a field of sheep. If you know what show that's from, you're a legend. But if you don't know what show it's from, you haven't lived. Right, so what do we have? One rare player pack from the daily objective. I still haven't done marquee matchups and what have you. I was going to keep these for the winter refresh, but I've decided I don't actually care about the winter refresh because it's too late to care. The winter refresh, the whole thing with the upgrades and certain players, that's cool. I don't mind that. You know, when they, for instance, I don't know if Jamie Vardy is getting an upgrade actually, because I think they said that they're only going to upgrade the players that are going up by 3. So, for instance, our Daniel James might go up, he might not. We'll have to wait and see. But I like that aspect of it. You know, players you already have could potentially go up. That's good. I enjoy that. However, what I don't like is the ones to watch cards that are about to go into packs, because if you do the math, realistically, they can only get 2 upgrades. 3 if they are literally scoring a hat-trick every week, and that is obviously rare to impossible, because the way that EA do it, for instance, if they give Adama Traore an upgrade today, and tonight against Leicester he scores a hat-trick, yes, on Wednesday he will get an inform, and that's 1. He's not eligible then for another 2 weeks. So we are talking March before he's eligible again. Then we need to hope that from the beginning of March onwards he actually performs. So for instance, even if he did manage somehow to perform on the very first day that he's now re-eligible for an inform, we would then get one on that Wednesday, so say the 4th of March. He then wouldn't be eligible again probably until the 25th. And then again, you are solely relying on him performing on the weekend before. So he needs to perform the last weekend of March. If he manages to do that, okay, fair enough, he'll get 3. But then we are into April, we're into the back end, there's obviously the games have whittled down to nothing. You are quite literally relying on that particular player to perform on said week every 3 weeks. And if that happens, you can get 3 informs out of a winter refresh. In my personal opinion, they're just not worth it. None of them, not one of them is going to be worth it unless you can pack them untradeable. If you pack them and they're tradable and their value is up, sell them. That's what I'm doing. I'm not unless they're untradeable, I'm not keeping any of them because it's just not worth it. With that being said, we are going to go into the final pack. It is a board. Can we end with a Future Stars? No, we cannot. We can't even end with a walkout. I say can't even end, but you know what I mean. It's going to be the centre-back, Dejeuner, whatever his name is. 83 rated. I'm not going to moan, but that is going to be the last pack I open before Future Stars leave packs in general. This will be the final pack that I open for Future Stars. I say for Future Stars. I'm not doing it specifically to pack one. It was just because I wanted to use up all those duplicates. None of them were really worth more than say 500-600 coins, so I might as well just roll the dice and try to pack a board. And we have got a board, and it's a walkout as well, which is the first walkout that I actually got in one of these. Italian centre forward. It's going to be Insigne, which is going to be a duplicate, but of course the one I have is tradable, so that's a positive thing. We can pop him in the club, put the other 87 on the transfer list, and that is yet another high-rated card for an SBC. Now, I said I'm not bothered by winter ones to watches, and I'm not. However, if they bring out an SBC for a player that, for instance, like a Liverpool player or maybe a juiced-up one. So, for instance, what I would do if I was EA, because there's only a certain amount of time left in the season, and these cards are probably only eligible for 3 upgrades, and that is if they play their socks off when they need to, which is highly unlikely. So chances are they're going to get 1, maybe 2. What I would do is I would bring them out 1 inform higher than where they are right now. And then the next time they get an inform, so for instance, I would bring out Adama Traore 1 inform higher than he currently is, which is, bear with me, I know you're looking at a very boring screen, but yeah, so he currently has an 83 rated card. His headliner is 85, so he's not going to get a card obviously, but for instance, let's pretend he doesn't have a headliner. You bring one out at 85 because his inform is 83. Next time he gets an inform, it doesn't just catch up to the ones to watch, it takes it 1 step further, so he now has an 86 rated ones to watch and inform that obviously interlock. So we are giving them a 1 boost. That's what I would do personally. So Florenzi, what is he, 81? It looks like we're going to get a ones to watch Florenzi. Instead of bringing him out as 81, bring him out as 83. No other version of the card, just the winter ones to watch is 83. Next time he gets an inform, it goes straight to 85. The ones to watch follows it, obviously, because that's the pattern of it. Happy days. There's something in packs that are boosted, then it's worthwhile going for, and with the potential of 2 or 3 more, then you start to look at something that's actually worth it. But if they just bring it out and it's the same rating as what they are right now, do we really care? Personally, not really, if I'm honest. But it is what it is. That is going to do it for today's episode. Maybe a bit of a long-winded one, I'm not quite sure. But if you have enjoyed it, do me a favour. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.